Hi there. Welcome to the Dr. L Lounge. Now, let me paint a picture for you. Have you ever been in your healthcare provider's office and you felt that you spent more time in the waiting room than actually the quality of exchange that you had in front of them, talking about what you came there for to solve that problem? Or maybe you did. Maybe you exactly did that. You had the time and the opportunity and the quality that you felt like you deserved, and you were even valued during that conversation, but you still felt that it really didn't fit you. It really didn't define who you are in the place that you are in your life, and that it was kind of dictated or in a way that was more cookie cutter, or you just found yourself right back in the Google search bar or searching for another Facebook group so you can explore your other options. I'm Dr. Larissa, and today in the lounge, we're going to talk about who doesn't want to be smart, who doesn't want to be sexy. And in order to do that, I want to help you understand to create a strategy that fits you. So you don't have to feel the overwhelm of figuring out, because that is what I do. I help women in all stages of menopause, from peri to post, get over the sea of overwhelm, like literally stop swimming in the sea of overwhelm of symptoms and start figuring out the solutions that fit you. Because guess what? In the modern day world, we have to deal with modern day solutions. And unfortunately, oftentimes in a healthcare system of delivery that is broken, you're not quite seeing how what you're fitting into your searches are really what you're getting on the other end in that quality exchange with your healthcare provider. And within this strategy is something that I actually learned just from years of just finally getting my own epiphany and wake up call and really understanding. So let me kind of show you how I developed it. Now, years in a bustling OBGYN practice, you encounter lots of women. And women in this stage of life, I found, were needing and requiring something different that was not uniquely met with my traditional background. That's the thing. I have great education, great development that surface that good foundation, but I recognized there was something much more that women were seeking. And for instance, for example, I totally see this like it was yesterday. A 40-some-year-old woman, I want to say she was mid 40s, working lots of different outside activities, was being married and two children, and just was in a sea of overwhelm, of fatigue, of loss of energy, just feeling kind of wiped out. And I remember doing everything in my classic training, covering all the things that I'm feeling that I'm serving her, which I still was. But at the same time, I look back and I'm reviewing her records. And guess what? I did just that. I said, well, everything's normal and everything's looks good. So yes, I gave her the peace of mind that you don't have cancer, or you don't have a thyroid problem, or your lab results are just that normal. But I realized that was just a standard, because she was looking for more optimal magic. She was looking for optimizing how she felt. She was looking for, you know what, doc, at the end of the day, I get that you're telling me something that gives me a peace of mind, but I'm going to walk out the door still feeling like I cannot show up for my family. I'm going to walk out the door potentially feeling tired and fatigued and not being able to show up the way I want to show up every day. And that could be you, whether you're the CEO of boardroom, bedroom, or home. There are women running billion-dollar businesses, literally fueling trillions of dollars in our economy, and feel this way. And so guess what? That was a wake-up call, because I ended up being that 40-some-year-old woman one day, and I felt that big time. And if you want to get a short version of part of that epiphany story, watch my last video when I talk about, God, that aha moment when someone literally told me that I needed to see more patients in a sea of overwhelm in a system that is broken. So when we're talking about a smart and sexy strategy, who doesn't want to be smart and sexy? Who doesn't want to figure out what works and fits best for them? But you have to recognize three essential keys, and which is really important. One, you don't know what you're missing until you try it. Thus far, in a cloud of what you used to do and really understanding what are the possibilities of what can work for me, and partnering with a healthcare provider that can do just that, it's amazing. And your experience can be more transformational. And guess what? Number two, don't settle for mediocrity. Actually, the mindset shift starts with you in order to really take advantage of the whole body connection and how any symptom of hot flushes, night sweats, the battle of the bulge, or just trying to get more energy, trying to get over the sea of fatigue, knowing that optimal is best. The standard of settling for mediocrity is not. So it's beyond just having normal tests, it's having optimal solutions. And most importantly, be the boss of your body, seeking the right answers, asking the right questions, and most importantly, understanding how that fits for you in this time in your life, especially from perimenopause and beyond. I'm telling you, it becomes a second act, a second phase of your life, because you can discover what is next. And that is the first essential component of my smart and sexy success strategy, discovery zone. So I remember loving Chuck E. Cheese when I was little. But when you look back at it as adults, sometimes we need to break away and really still figure out some of the curiosity of the questions and discover more of ourselves. And so if we're talking about not selling for less and you don't know what you're missing unless you try it, that's exactly what's important about taking that next step. I believe you heal women, you heal the world. And once you're able to do that, help me guide you in understanding or creating a better healthcare delivery that can fit you, that values you. Because within the first part of the smart and sexy strategy, the discovery is you. How can just fixing hot flushes, night sweats, or irregular menstrual periods still connect to you showing up in different parts of your life, feeling confident, courageous, and feeling on top of the world, knowing that not only you fix the solution, but you're also countering other things that you need to deal with as well. Because to me, the conversation at this point in time, if we're really bridging a modern and a customized approach, is if you're not talking about your microbiome or your gut health, what particular supplements or brand of prebiotics or probiotics you need to be on, or understanding how femtech solutions present day can potentially replace pills for ills in certain areas, and you can follow trends on top of that. And I get so excited when I talk about it, because if you're not having these conversations one-on-one in the quality time with your trusted healthcare provider, then you have to start looking outside of the box, trying something new that fits you, because it's there. And traditional ways of how we deliver healthcare hasn't quite met all of the innovations that you are already seeing online, in clubhouse spaces, in Facebook networks, and you just need a way to get your medical professional or your healthcare professional involved. And that's the beauty of the discovery zone, because I do believe if you're not having all these other discussions of how modern day health can help bridge the solutions, the optimal solutions and things you seek, then you're missing out, plain and simple. All right. So that gives you the start of the framework of understanding what fits for you. How are these other things bridged in order to get the results that you need? And in our next video, we'll dive a little deeper of what exactly are the pertinent questions in this discovery zone that can make a difference from you feeling like a princess to a queen, or the type of feeling you need to feel on top of the world and feel like, hey, I slept and I was rested, and I feel I can show up for myself and for the ones that I love. It makes a difference. So please subscribe and share this video. And please also visit me at drlarisa.com. And I'll see you every Thursday at 7 p.m. here in the lounge. I look forward to it.